The one place in the triangle that is constantly on everyone's radar and the talk of the town, it's Cary, North Carolina. As Cary has been changing and making updates, let's explore the future of Cary, North Carolina. A city or town that's not just to live in, but also a place where you can live out your dreams and, of course, get opportunities. Now, if you're new to me in this YouTube channel, we talk about the area of Raleigh, North Carolina, so make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out. But also, I am a licensed realtor here, so if you're looking to relocate to the area, just reach out. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and let's figure out the future of Cary, North Carolina. So Cary being this well sought out area, everyone wants to know about it. Everybody wants to seek, just information on it in itself. Here I'm in the downtown area, you can see on my map here, and I want to first show you guys this is as I mentioned, downtown. Up there is the Cary of Arts Center, if I'm not mistaken, right? There's a public library, and of course if we continue to go down this road, maybe I'll take you guys down there, so stay tuned to see that. There's a bunch of different shops, restaurants, and stuff like that. But here is the development of an extension of the Cary park that they have downtown. This, I will say, has been in the works for quite some time, but again, I don't want to share too much about the development, the process of it, because quite frankly, it's the least of my concern. I think it's more or less just for this video is here to share with you guys what is really happening, so you can kind of see where is the city, the town of Cary heading, and is it going to be heading in a direction that you want or not. And so actually, let's go ahead, let's go down here first, just so you guys can see. And I want to be able to share with you guys, like, this is an area that it's not going to change so much. Just what you see already is kind of what it's going to be, just because Cary in itself is already a well-developed town. Not too much for you. There isn't much need, I will say. If anything, a lot of it is going to be upgrades. It's probably going to be a lot of just changes, modifications. Like, you could see, look at this building here. Looks pretty neat, quite frankly, right? So it's not going to be too much of changes where I think, personally speaking, it's going to sporadically just look entirely different in the next 3 to 5 years. I don't see it personally. However, speaking on Raleigh's aspect of it, I think Raleigh has the ability to change to look entirely different for various different reasons. But there's a little, I guess, a visual of the downtown area in itself. Don't want to speak too much about it because, again, there are changes being made there on a regular basis. Speaking of, let's go, I guess, to the town of Cary, right? So I'll take you there really quickly. And only reason why I want to shed a light on here is because, again, developers are in town. They're trying to figure out how to revamp this entire area, whether it be the downtown area or different parts of Cary. They're trying to revamp it to make it look, I don't even know why they're trying to change it, to be very honest with you guys. It's well established already, but who knows, they have their own plans. Like, this parking lot looks pretty new, just because you can see how the glass. But anyways, they're trying to revamp this area. I don't know how far. Again, not going to go into the details of the development aspect of it, but more or less just want to share with you guys what developers are trying to do. Once the developers are here and people get noise of it and hear about what's going on, just expect more development to happen. So I would personally, per se, just prep for more in the near future to happen. As of right now, I don't know where they stand with the town of Cary, but at least with the park that we were just at over here, the downtown Cary park, that's already been established. Then if we go to Wake Med, to soccer, so there's a few soccer facilities that they have in the area, a few teams. I want to say it's 2 of them that they have in the area. So again, already established. And there is this, man, if I can find it right now, that would be amazing, but I don't know if I'm going to. There was a sports complex that was mentioned quite some time ago. Yeah, here we go. So this is another insight, right? So when you have these sort of things happening in Cary, hopefully it loads up for you guys so you guys can kind of see. There you go. So it's near South Hills Mall. So let's go figure out where that is, right? Because honestly, I've never heard of South Hills Mall in Cary. And let's go see. Okay, so it's going to be relatively close to Fenton as well. Excuse me. So here's Fenton. If you guys don't know, I've talked about it in the past. I actually made a video on it that I'll go ahead and tag above. You guys can go ahead and check that out. But It's pretty much a luxury feel. I'm just gonna be honest, very luxury feel that you're gonna get from it. It's a great place to go to if you want to hang out, go grab a drink or go get something to eat. But this is where I guess the area is going to be for that sports complex, which is interesting because I just remember that just now, and I didn't see if before making this video where they are in terms of developing that out. But I am actually really curious to see what area this is exactly. So, guys, I'm learning with you guys, and this is exactly why I do these things. It's because I don't know it all. I don't try to know it all. I just try to give as much value and information as possible so that you guys know what the heck is going on here, because this is a place that is changing on a regular basis. Not Cary so much, but just in general, North Carolina is changing, and of course with changes there comes a lot of different variables that I don't know if we're all going to be excited about, meaning cost, right? But before I got sidetracked there and identifying that, then Cary does have the Wake Med Soccer Park, which I believe, again, they have 2 teams, as I mentioned, and they also have a USA basketball, sorry. I'm a big basketball fan, but a baseball training facility as well. Now, is that in... That's a good question. If it's in... See? Pops up right there. That is not actually... Is it in Cary? Yeah, it is. So like I said, Cary has a lot. Do I need to say anything else more? It's really set up to have everything you need. If anything, like I said, the changes are probably just going to be very small. It's just going to add, it's going to give you a little bit of flavor, as I would call it. It's not going to be something that I would be concerned to worry about. And so I want to take you guys to one of the famous, or at least the infamous place that a lot of people seek to be in, which is Amberley. Amberley is pretty much a subdivision, a large subdivision with many different neighborhoods inside of it, and it has everything that you need. I actually, just the other day when I was driving through it, I saw that they have like a nice little area plaza, I would say, small little plaza where you can go and shop. Not anything commercially, but like, let's just say you want to go, I guess, tropical smoothie, right? You want to go, that's the first thing that came up. If you want to go get something to drink really quickly, you guys can go there. They do have a Publix nearby, which I think is pretty cool, because now you don't really have to go too far. But that's one of those neighborhoods that is relatively, and you can see where it is in retrospect to the downtown area, which will be right over here. Alright, so I'll leave my cursor there, and you guys can see how far of a distance that would be. Let's actually see downtown Cary. Let's just go to the park aspect of it, and there you go. You're about 20 minutes out of the downtown area. So if you don't want to be in the hustle bustle of the downtown Cary living, then there's one of the opportunities, one of the places that you can go to be outside of it. It's not going to be as active as what's going on downtown, as you can always expect. But that's one of the areas, right? Let's go take you to another one really quickly. Now this one is a little bit closer, right? But again, another sought out area that a lot of individuals do move out to. And just wanted to point that out just so you guys can kind of put 2 and 2 together of some different areas to look at or keep an eye on. And of course, if you have any additional questions or places that you want to know specifically, you see that number that is popping up right there. Make sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, email, day or night, heck, maybe even on the weekends. Always remember one thing: I got your back in this market. But let's move on with our routine here. I did talk about, I don't know if you guys know, but there are a ton of different parks here. I'm not going to really speak on that too much because there's a lot of them. Are they going to be making changes to it? I highly doubt it. So I won't be talking about that in particularly, but I do want to share a little story with you guys really quickly, because this is an area that, of course, the entire area of North Carolina is growing. Raleigh specifically, which then is going to feed off into that Cary having to develop a little bit just to prepare for what may come. Population is constantly growing. We all know that. If you don't know, now you know. But then what comes with it? So the one thing I would definitely say, it may slow down or actually speed up the process of the development, is the fact that the cost of living. So I personally, the future of Cary, North Carolina, as this video is here to share with you guys what I kind of see moving forward. I do see the cost of living exceeding, I don't know what percentage I could give you guys, but definitely going to be a little bit more in the future just because of the amenities that Raleigh is going to bring to Cary. So definitely prepare yourself for that, whether that is, I mean, just the cost of living, just the cost of real estate, the taxes, just your day-to-day. Just please keep that in mind, because I don't think that's going to slow down. Raleigh doesn't look like it's slowing down at all with its development, and Cary and Raleigh are, as you guys can see here, they are literally right next to each other. So whatever Raleigh does, Cary's going to receive the ripple effect of it simply because of how close it is to it. And we can't even forget, I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys, but when we were talking about the town hall, there is a little train station there, right? So Cary, being established as it is, has a train station actually, and I've used it before. Will I use it again? Probably not. I mean, just the train station, just public transportation here in general. Oh, brother, that's another conversation, but I won't talk about that today. But if you need it, there's an opportunity for you to use it. I know there's one in Raleigh as well, but if you're looking at that Cary, you just need something to be a little bit more efficient and effective for your daily lifestyle, then there you have it. You have a train station there. I'm trying to look to see what else can I really speak on in terms of what's going on. I will say that even when driving through Cary in itself, I did see myself a lot of just new construction, but the new construction was really for, I doubt they'll show you here, but the new construction was really for the commercial buildings and apartments. It wasn't so much for residential like housing, I would say, per se. And if there was, it was downtown. Let me see if I can actually take you guys to the area. It was closer to the park. And let's see. Here we go. So again, we're back downtown, and that's the library. So this building here is already done. I believe it's some corporation there. There's some business. I don't remember what it was, to be honest. And then that's the parking lot for the library. So this stuff here, all completed, in fact. So you'll be able to see some things here. Look, they haven't even updated this. This entire street is practically done. So you can't see it here. I did do a drive-by, so I'll go ahead and show you guys that just so you guys can see. But this is all what's going to be in the area in itself. And I mean, this is amazing to see that this hasn't been updated yet. And that's a beautiful thing, that you guys have me as a resource to shed that light, and it doesn't look like this anymore. And this is a true testament of the before and after, honestly. But they're doing some development when it comes to real estate, residential, whether you're trying to use it as a primary or not. But it's more or less, I would say, just Cary in itself is going to be more on the apartments. That's really what I'm seeing more and more. Just to give you guys some insight, if you are looking at the residential side of things and looking to purchase, then you'll probably have to go the resale route, just because, yes, there is development, but it's just not that much. And the homes aren't, depending on what area. Of course, we were just in Amberley, right? So if we go back to Amberley, I believe Amberley is a little bit more up to date in terms of the homes built. Don't quote me on this, but I want to say 2018 or so. Like, oh my goodness, they don't even show you nothing. Golly. Okay. I want to say 2018. God, that was a fail. 2018 is where I want to say is some homes that I've recently seen being listed in that area were built in 2018, just to give you guys a little bit of insight of what exactly you may be experiencing or what you can expect. But as we conclude our journey into the future of Cary, North Carolina, it's evident that the entire place is going to be evolving for the better, for the good, for the worse. I don't know, but I definitely think it's going to be for the good, per se. Who knows? We will see. The future will hold. The time will tell, essentially, what the future holds for Cary, North Carolina. But I personally say, being as close as you are to Raleigh, North Carolina, Cary is going to be just fine. It's a matter of who wants to be a part of it, who wants to join that journey, who wants to be there. But overall, it's going to be, I personally think, a great place to live, work, and play. so you have that at your disposal. And I actually did a few videos about Cary, North Carolina as well, so I'll go ahead and tag those up above as well, so you guys can go ahead and check that out. But just as much as I enjoy making these videos for you guys, my name is Roney Polynice, and I would love the opportunity to be able to assist you on your relocation needs. So you see that number that is popping up right there. Make sure to give me a call, shoot me a text, email, day or night, heck, maybe even on the weekends. Always remember one thing: I got your back in this market.